There are those couples who fall in love passionately and get married, while some other accidentally end up getting married due to various reasons, like getting an inheritance, parental pressure, death, and keeping up appearances. There is nothing better than seeing fake couples trying to set aside their dislikes of one another at first, only to have their love break through by the end. Here's a list of 15 love after marriage in Thai dramas. Number 1. My Husband-in-Law. The smart and multi-talented Mue lives with her crush Taeng for over 7 years. Although Mue loves him, Taeng never seems to love Mue. Instead, he always teases her, messes with her, and sometimes bullies her. Mue never got angry or responded to Taeng when she got bullied because she loved him too much. One day, Taeng was forced to marry Mue just to get rid of the wife of a powerful man. As Taeng never looked at Mue as his life partner, he was not really okay with the marriage. In addition, Taeng wanted a perfect woman as his wife, but Mue was never perfect in his eye. Will Taeng fall in love with Mue at the end? Will Mue be the perfect wife for him? The most adorable, the most cutest, and the most amazing story till now of all the Thai dramas. It has romance, thrill, arranged marriage, action story where you can't stop praising the writers and the cast. Both the leads were great as a couple. Mark Pring just stole the drama for me with his playboy turned good husband role. Number 2. Padiwaradda. To show gratitude to her adoptive father, Rin Repi accepts to disguise herself as his real daughter and marry Saran to keep the promise their fathers had made in the past. Saran is a cold-hearted guy who suffers from his previous love. Although he knows that Rin's adoptive family has deceived him, he does not wish to return his bride since he gets to know her beauty and kindness. Love slowly grows, but soon their love is tested when Duang Sawat, his ex-lover, returns to him, while Rin also feels guilty with the secret she is hiding from him. Padiwaradda aired first in 2016 and became one of the top-watched Lakorn that year. It's set in the 50s era and has a charming and relaxing vibe overall. Bella and James' chemistry are totally explosive in this one. Their intense relationship from the start to the growing love to them being together is very beautiful. Number 3. Princess Az. The plot takes place in Bhutan, a fictitious country. Crown Prince In and Khing get married due to a promise between both of their families. Before getting married to Khing, Prince In had a close friend who is close enough to be called his girlfriend named Minnie. He had asked Minnie for her hand in marriage, but Minnie rejected him. Minnie now regrets doing so and wants Prince In back. Also, the former crown princess also wants the throne back for her son, Prince In's cousin. But as Prince In and Khing spend time together every day, they begin to understand each other more and develop feelings for each other. How will Prince In and Khing's love story unfold? The Thai version of this series was way more believable than the original and less stressful in some areas. Some of the characters were rewritten in the Thai version. There are quite a number of surprises in this version that only a true romance writer will notice and appreciate. The story is fresh in the sense that it didn't limit itself to what the original version could offer. Princess Az is worth your time to watch. Number 4. Wanida. Wanida is the daughter of Dao or Lone Shark. She is beautiful, lovely, brave and strong-willed. Major Prajak Mahasak, who came from the noble family Mahasak, is a kind-hearted man, a very good son and a family man. The two met in an accident and quickly developed dislike feelings for each other due to their very contrast personality. However, Major Prajwap Mahasak, who was offered to get married with Wanida, Dao's daughter, to cancel the debt that he borrowed from Dao. Without knowing anything, Wanida agreed to the wedding and then their chaotic marriage finally begins. This series is from 2010, but it is one of the most romantic dramas in my opinion. Storyline has been used over and over, but it was quite entertaining from the beginning till the end. Lastly, this drama is a bit slow-paced and the ending is quite predictable, but overall I loved the show. Number 5. Suparburoot Jum Pen, Maturot Lohgan. To prove himself to his father so he can lead the next village and fulfill his plans, Fa, a bandit, had to embark on one of his father's daily robberies. The quest was to steal the most valuable possession from Khun, a lieutenant who would not stop hunting the bandit village down. He takes Nampueng, the lieutenant's fiancée who was in the house at that time, and presents it to his father, only for his father to arrange a marriage for him and the kidnapped Nampueng. With the assignment to get Nampueng pregnant and sent back to her fiancé, Fa also has to battle with his older brother for the title of their father's successor. But what happens when Fa falls for his new wife and wants a much better life than what he is used to? If you want to watch a Lakorn with some romance, comedy, action and crime, this is the one. The romance between the leads was fiery with lots of kissing scenes. The physical intimacy between the leads was natural. Overall, a very fun and entertaining drama. Number 6. Game Sanaeha. Within 2 years, Nok studied abroad. Her parents got divorced. Her father remarried to a former beauty queen who had the same age as hers. While her mother also flirted with several younger men, the effects of a broken family made her become jealous, ill-tempered, and obsessive into getting her parents back together. Nai, a distant relative of Nok's mother who grew up along with her, is a very capable man who was enjoying a top position in her father's company. He also started living at her house, which made her more furious and she wanted to eliminate him from her family. When Nok and Nai were forced to get married, she planned and played the game of love to hurt him. But Nai's feelings for him were sincere all along. Number 7. Khing Kor Rar Khar Kor Rang. Nit, a news reporter, agreed to marry Pavi, a Hiso businessman, for the fact that he looked down on her, and seeing this as a chance to get her revenge on him, she agreed. But Pavi already has a girlfriend, Pen, who loves him very much. Pavi's mother hates Pen at first sight and forces Pavi to marry Nit. Will Pavi and Nit fall in love after being tied down together? How will their relationship be after all the twists and turns? Number 8. Talay Prae. Tad is a beautiful and humble girl. After finishing her studies, she receives a marriage proposal from her mother's family rich friend. But soon it becomes clear that the behavior of her future husband is of great concern. The creeping doubt was quickly dispelled and the wedding took place. Only after the wedding she realizes that nothing changed for her husband and she is doomed to loneliness, neglect and scandals. Will Tad find the strength to break this burdensome relationship or will she accept this fate? Number 9. Piang Chai Khon Ni Mai Chai Pu Weist. Satawat is a doctor whose mother has a gambling addiction and Anusania's family owns a wealthy company. Satawat's mother owes a lot of money to Anusania's company and in order to erase the debt, Satawat's mother and Anusania's aunt cook up a plan to marry Satawat and Anusania to each other to get rid of the debt. Anusania's half-uncle Chayakon breaks up with his girlfriend Somika and reveals his love for Anusania. Anusania, not wanting Chayakon to have any hope, agrees to marry Satawat. Desperate Somika falls for Satawat but finds out that he belongs to Anusania, her greatest rival. In vengeance, Somika tries everything to split the couple. Number 10. Mechanic Bride. Meena is a stubborn girl and a talented auto mechanic. Phufat is the heir of a company engaged in the production of auto parts. His father arranges a marriage between Phufat and Meena in hopes she will be able to heal his heart that was hurt in the past and return his interest in life. Everything seems to be going well, but suddenly his ex returns and Phufat's younger brother begins to show interest in Meena. Number 11. Mia Jum Pen. Sawan lives with Yuan Jai, her aunt-in-law, and her daughter Yadfa as servants. Yod, her uncle, once made a promise to his friend Trong to arrange a marriage between their children. Yadfa refuses it, thinking that Tomon, Trong's son, is a rustic and poor guy who is also in a relationship with Bunlaeng. They don't make any money, just spend Yuan Jai's money. One day, Tomon gives his hand to pay a debt for Yuan Jai, so she allows Tawan to marry him as Yadfa. At Tomon's house, she is always bullied by Sawai, his mother, Ginkyu, the nanny of his sister, and Sopit, his friend who has a crush on him. Number 12. Taeng. Kongkai is a playboy. His mother wants him to settle down, so she forces him to marry Arun Prapai. Despite the lack of love, Arun Prapai agrees to marry Konkai to escape the rumor of adultery with Puchong, her ex-boyfriend who impregnated another woman. Unfortunately, the married life of Konkai and Arun Prapai is not smooth. Konkai's ex-girlfriend, Rungchat, wants him back. Number 13. Roy Marn. Bee's cousin should have married Mark, but the day before the wedding, her cousin was kidnapped by a guy who had loved her for years. He kidnapped her, assaulted her, got her pregnant, and thus everything changed. The young and bratty Bee had to take the place of her cousin because it was a marriage to erase a death. Her uncle owed money to Mark and his father. Since he can't use his daughter, he'll use his niece instead. Number 14. Same. Proud girl Rasika isn't happy to learn that her mother is going to marry Zhao Sua, a Chinese Thai businessman she believes responsible for the death of her father, to save their home from seizure due to debts. The girl's uncle, Prasit, however, wants the money straight from Rasika and is willing to kill her to acquire the palace. So Zhao Sua is forced to marry her to his son Rab. Number 15. Dung Sawan Sarb. Dawan is the only daughter of a rich businessman and is completely spoiled. She is a famous playgirl who likes to go out with different men. Before her father died, he made a conditional will. Dawan must marry Khan, his best friend's son. Otherwise, she will not get any inheritance. So Dawan and Khan get engaged. 2 years pass by and Dawan still didn't change. Later, she gets into a car accident. After the accident, she loses her memory. Dawan becomes a very nice girl. However, because of her rotten past, most people hate her and they try to take advantage of her. So which of these dramas have you watched? And which other drama with this love after marriage trope would you recommend? Please pop over to the comment section and let us know. Thank you.